Good morning, everyone. This is Trader521 from PlaybookTrading.com. I'm recording this video for the second time because my microphone didn't work, so not very happy about it. So basically, what we're doing today is Friday, and there is not much going on in the futures. And we did rebound from yesterday's trend line support. We're nearly the 8 exponential moving average. Nasdaq was the strongest yesterday. It did a very nice retracement from the 2 days fall, and today we want to see, is there any opportunity for the next couple of days on the swing side for a couple of stocks, and if there are any intraday trades just becoming interesting for today. First of all, let's check the news and the fundamentals, if there is any, for the fundamentals. We don't have any big news coming out, and Europe is up, Asia is up, so mostly green arrows around the world, following the yesterday's move in the US market. For the spiders, all right, Qs, small cap, and Dow Jones. Okay, so Dow Jones was the weakest. Netflix reported yesterday, and it was a big push. I mean, it was a big gap with the failed continuation to the downside. Maybe it could become constructive in a few days and retest these lows, but we shall see. It's under 200 moving average. It reported quite okay earnings, but their cash flow is not so good in terms of as they planning to invest a lot of money in the content. So I've done a little bit of research. First of all, let's check the bias. Bias up. Energy was falling for a couple of days, but looks like along with the futures, it stopped its free fall. Financials went very good yesterday overall, but no intraday trades. JP Morgan, let me see that baby. Okay, so IBB, energy, financials, semiconductors were the biggest opportunity yesterday as they kept grinding up. Nvidia was a good mover for a couple of days from now. Mu, Micron, AMD was a good play. Of course, yesterday it was a bit heavy as it had a downgrade, but still looks constructive. Okay, for now I have a couple of ideas on the short side because there are more on the long side. I'm gonna start with the short ones. MNST, Monster Beverage. It did show a relative weakness there versus the market. We'll see if we do hold the 21 moving average. If not, we can test the 51, and could be potentially a short signal for today's session. If the market confirms, it could easily drop a couple of dollars. It would be on my short arena. And OW also looks a bit heavy. It has room to 21, means $4. Might move today, maybe in a couple of days. It is relatively strong versus the market. Overall, it's been a nice mover for the past couple of months, but maybe it needs some time to reconstruct its growth potential, and we can see a small drop this session or the next one. For the long side, Okay, WW is one of the ideas on a longer time frame. It does show some commitment. Volume is picking up. Maybe we can break 2550s soon, 2560s. Um, let's see. Yeah, 2544s. It had a nice move from the 20s, so we potentially can think of there is more room to go. Um, I would be willing to see something as in OSTK when it just started moving from 10 to almost 20, yeah, almost $20. So I'm waiting for something similar in WW. Um, GGT does look interesting. It's one of the relative strong stocks in the market. It does hold 1821. It stays constructive while the S&P was falling. Um, so potentially a break above 89s could give us a clue whether we can go to all-time highs or even more. For now, it does look interesting. Not sure I'm gonna initiate a trade right away on the swing side, but I will definitely keep an eye on it. Lift, baby. Lift is somehow interesting, but um, it might need a bit of time. It became constructive once this volume came in. Was trying to go long with it a bit earlier, got out a break even. Now let's see if we break with volume 6670s, and that could potentially signify that we can move to 76. This is a play for a swing style, and I would be willing to get some in. Maybe today or maybe in a couple of days. Volume is key, so please watch this. Okay, Chinese Starbucks was quite constructive a few days ago. I know a lot of traders that loaded up around 90s, 50s. We all were waiting that we break 21 and start moving to the upside around 23, 24, 25. But looks like he's not ready yet. It might require a bit of time. We still do hold the trend lines. I mean, there's nothing extraordinary with it. So around 90s, 50s could be a buy point where the stops would be under 70s, 70. But just filler, so you don't forget about it, because the big move will come once we break 21. Of course, confirmed by the volume. KPTI. Small cap stock might become interesting above 840s, 850s. Did a nice push couple of last week, I guess, and now it's back testing 200 moving, breaking up. Hopefully we'll get higher and we can see high prices around 11, 12 quite soon. JD needs more time, but looks like it might be ready for a push. Let's see what weeklies show us. Okay, so potentially we have a couple handle here, and just needs more time to accumulate volume and the buyers to step in. I'll be looking at it probably around 31s with the stop around 30. If we do break to the downside, I'll potentially be looking to get in with some fillers around 28.80s, 29. As for now, let's see how it confirms or denies the market direction, because it has been a bit bearish for a couple of days, but it might become very constructive. So we have a resistance line that became support. We have the 21 moving average that also serves as support right now. So JD might become a good play in the nearest future. Doku also is getting ready. What do weeklies show us? Okay. Doku I think needs much more volume from the buyer side, but it still holds 21, the 50s, and the 8 exponential. So potentially I would think of buying it around 54.40s if we do get there and break. Maybe it will become tighter and show us a flag or a flag type of pattern or a triangle. We shall see. Cron. Some of the traders think it has bottomed around 14th. It's been heavily sold for the past 6 months, I guess. I think it needs more time. It definitely might become a good play as it has some potential to move very fast and a lot, but for now I would just have it on my watch list, probably set an alert around 1590s and wait. So let's see if we have retroverse channel. Yeah, maybe it could become constructive around 16s. It's just on my watch list all the day, every day, so I double check what's up with him. I just don't want to miss the best spot where I can get in and then just ride the trend. CN had a nice opportunity on the long side on the breakout. Also, it does hold the 1821. On the breakout side might be constructive on the breakout of 45s. For now I will avoid any positions. I would wait till it gets a bit more tight and probably get closer to 44.50s. BYND, a lot of traders got in around 154, 155. Somebody covered near local highs 170, 73. Now it's becoming it could become interesting for intraday traders once we break 74, 75s. It has potential to the upside, of course, but let's see if it does confirm or deny the setup. Apple looks like it's not ready for a move lower for now. Yes, they closed strong, was relative stronger than the market. On the break of 206, 206.20s, we could still see a move higher. We're into earnings season, so anything can happen. We shall see if we do proceed with the buyers coming in. The volume is good in Apple, so I would potentially have it as an intraday trade. But I won't chase the breakout of the highs. I'll potentially wait for a pullback or a more clear daily situation. Also notice that we might have some resistance around 208, 209. So this is the spot that big guys will be watching. And I think that's it for now. This is the first video, so thank you very much for being part of our community, even if you joined or if you didn't. But feel free to ask us questions, and we're quite happy to help anyone. Have a nice trading session and a nice weekend.